Okay, good morning. Thanks for coming. Or good afternoon, good night, good evening. So, today's topic, suchness. It's a very abstract word, suchness. Sometimes it's translated into thusness. I paste your link here from, it's an introduction of the awakening of faith in Mahāyāna. Is an influential Mahāyāna Buddhist treatise for Eastern Asia Buddhism. So, traditionally attributed to the 2nd century CE Indian master Asvagosha. So, if you click this Asvagosha Maming, actually he's one of the Zen lineage or Chan lineage from India. So, I talk about this again. The 28th Patriarch Bodhidharma brought the Zen lineage to China around 7th century, and this Asvagosha is before Bodhidharma. So I think he was the 14th Patriarch. Just give me one sec. Either 14 or 12. So let's actually. Let me, if there's any works, works. Just give me one sec here. You can read by yourself. I just pick up the most interesting words here. The 12th Patriarch, yeah. So the 12th Patriarch, so it's around 2 centuries, like 700 years after Shakyamuni Buddha and Nirvana. So 700 years divided by 12, 40, around 50 or 60 years per generation, and that makes sense. So he's a Zen master. He's a patriarch. You know, a lot of patriarchs of Zen, like Thich Nhat Hanh, like the empty cloud, lots of. Maybe you could be one of disciple of the Zen, Buddhism or Zen lineage. I am. I love, this lineage. It's so good. That's why we study here. We can just skip the life and so on. You can study by yourself. What I'm going to say is the most important contents. We're back to the awakening of faith in Mahāyāna. Because it's a long time ago, so they'll always kind of debate over the origin, translator, and the writer, author, and so on. So we don't go that part. But what I'm interested is the essence of this book or sutra. Okay, title. We can study the title. In turn, Mahāyāna points not to the Mahāyāna school, but to the Tathata, suchness, or the absolute. The content, actually, the content. The text is divided into 5 sections and then summarized as 1 mind, 2 aspects, 3 greatness, 4 faith, and 5 practices. That sounds good, right? So it's very simplified. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Following 2 introduction chapters dealing with the oneness of the mind. You see, oneness meditation school. And motivations for the text's composition. Part 3 focused on 2 aspects of the mind to clarify the relationships between enlightenment and ignorance, nirvana and samsara, absolute and relative phenomenal. Part 4 describes 5 practices that aid in the growth of faith. Actually, if you look at the 52 stages of the development, the path of awakening divided into 52 stages. The first stage to the 10th stage is the faith. You have no doubt about Buddha's teaching or maybe Jesus' teaching. That's faith too. You have 100% trust on Buddha or Jesus. That's the faith. If you truly believe, then you may benefit from that faith, and through your practice, through your meditation, through your own experience, you have no doubt, absolutely no doubt now for me to Buddha's teaching. So that's the faith, is the foundation of awakening, let's say. So part 4 describes 5 practices that aid in the growth of faith, emphasizing calmness and insight meditation. You see, calmness and insight, we talk about dhyana and vipassana, or shamatha and vipassana. In my sharing, it's the same thing, or calmness and insight. Calm down the mind first, that's the meditation, and insight will grow. It's like you're the scientist. You study one object. Now, this object is your mind. But before you study yourself, you should slow down yourself. Make sense? If you're overthinking, 10,000 thoughts per day, then you're on a highway of thinking. You can never stop and study yourself. So that's the problem, and that's how meditation is so important. Part 5 describes the benefits that result from cultivating the 5 practices. So now here is the key. I will paste it here too. Faith could be broader, such as specific indigenous ways of knowing. Yes, belief, faith. I agree. Consciousness. So let's go back to this. So consciousness has 2 aspects, which embraces all states of experience and create all states of existence. They are the aspect of enlightenment, and the second, the aspect of non-enlightenment or ignorance, right? So pay attention here. So back to our own experience, is that no consciousness, no experience. Make sense? In this deep sleep, you're not a mom, you're not a dad, you're not daughter, son, you're not professor, doctor, you're no person. Make sense? In deep sleep, you don't have worries for the future. In deep sleep, you don't have troubles for the past. or traumas. You don't hate, you don't love. You see, you're back to your origin, the origin of infinite potentials. No consciousness, no experience, no knowledge, no learning. No identity of human either. So consciousness here is synonymous with awareness. Anyway, it's my pointing. It's better for you to realize it in your way. So let's go on. Written from the perspective essence function or 体用 in Chinese philosophy, the text sought to harmonize the two soteriological philosophy of Buddha nature, Tathagata, and the eight consciousness or Yogacara. So it's a lineage. It's a philosophy. Basically, Buddha nature, Tathagata, could be translated to a now modern term as cosmic intelligence. Cosmic intelligence makes me talking, makes you listening, makes everything grow as a tree, as a grass, make a formulation of a galaxy, a planet or star, and destruction of a planet, star, and galaxies. So everything was given to birth and grow and age or die in this Tathagata or cosmic intelligence. Yet, cosmic intelligence is full of potential, unlimited potentials. See how how many species in nature, almost infinite numbers of animals, insects, bacteria, even virus, right? So human domain, mammals, vertebrates, all these are in the womb of creation. And in Buddhism, we say this is Buddha nature. So just give you a reference, because that's more in our modern words, as modern people can understand now. Eight consciousness, so five senses plus mind plus subconsciousness and plus this the eighth one, I think, Alaya. Yes, Alaya is the if it's awakened, so we call it Tathagata, Ru Lai Zang, or it's unawakened, we call it Alaya. Anyway, it's Tathagata and Alaya is again synonymous. Depends you're awakened or not. So Yogacara is basically the consciousness only school. There's nothing but consciousness. Now there's a trend in spirituality, more, believe the conscious only school, but again, it's up to you, to your own realization to confirm it. But now, from my own experience, I truly believe it. So let's go on. One mind in two aspects. Actually, we talk about this two aspects. Is the we talk about, how to say, the awakened mind and the non-awakened mind, right? Unawakened mind and awakened mind. But let's finish this sentence. Sorry. So one mind in two aspects. Self, this doctrine holds that self and world, mind, suchness are integrally one. Actually, it is one. There's only one thing here. But this one thing is beyond words. It's in the form, yet itself is not in the form. It's in the form and yet is formless. It's like you are in the world, but you're not of the world. Everything is a carrier of that prior enlightenment. All incipient enlightenment is predicated on it. So here is the importance again. The awakening of faith itself takes the Tathagata as the substratum of samsara and nirvana. So Tathagata again is the substratum in which all things arise and falls. It's like a space. If in more our experience, everything is in space, yet space itself has no shape, size, color, and so on. But all the sizes, all the shapes, and the colors are manifest in space. Make sense? That's our own experience. So imagine there's something make us talk, make you listen, make we alive. So that's the Tathagata as the substratum of samsara nirvana. The mind has two aspects. The mind has as suchness, like 真如 in Chinese. We are in suchness now. Believe it or not, realize it or not, so better realize it. Because once you realize suchness, like again, I use that Muji's quote, the ship is going by mighty engine. Why you keep pedaling? So once you reach this suchness, you are in the flow. You notice everything you can see, hear, smell, touch, and think, taste, are in this suchness. So this substratum is in everyone, is behind everyone, is below everyone, is as a background of everything and every nothing, every existence. You name it, science is behind this. This substratum of Tathagata is behind science, behind technology, behind black holes, white holes, wormholes, you name it. Okay, we have Deep here again, thank you. What I notice about singularity consciousness is that cosmos becomes kind of like an inheritance to the realizer, so that it needs the meditators constant powers of awareness and intention. Yes, you, my friend Gib, is the awareness that noticed this, that realized this. So it was there, it is here, it will be here forever, and it transcends space and time. So, but once you realize it, this is so important to you. That's why we meditate, why the realizer. So the consciousness plays a role. The consciousness has to look back to itself, to its infinite possibilities, infinite potentials. Ouroboros, right? The dragon who bit his own tail. He's not interested in any other thing anymore but him or it or herself. That's Ouroboros. Ouroboros bite his own tail now. He's not biting a fireball or a meatball. Meatball. I love meatballs. You see, but by biting his own tail, he's learning or studying the whole thing, because there's only consciousness. There's only consciousness, and consciousness embraces everything, every human, every animal, every trees, grass, planets, stars, you name it. That's where your unconditioned love will grow. You realize actually we are all in one. There's no enemy. Enemy is your illusion. There's no friends even, because you cannot say your left hand is your friend of your right hand. No, it's one thing. It's my body. You cannot say my left eye is my friend of my nose. You know, it's always one thing. That's the singularity. Yeah, it's very simple consciousness, yet embraces all complexity and diversity. You see, there's no conflict between singularity and complexity. It needs a meditator, you and me and everyone else, constant power of awareness and intention. Now you're aware of yourself. The Ouroboros, you are Ouroboros, I am a Ouroboros. Each one are Ouroboros. So are you interested in your own awareness, or are you biting your own tail now? You see, that's how far we can go as a symbol, as a language. But as awareness, are you aware of awareness? I mean, are you aware of yourself now? That's it. If you're aware of the awareness itself, then you're Ouroboros. By aware of your own awareness, then you are embracing all contents of awareness. Because awareness itself is infinite big and infinite small, transcends space and time. That's why we are talking about this suchness. Suchness is transcend birth and death, space and time, and every event of the space and time. Once you realize this, you are in great relief. You don't struggle anymore, my dear awareness. I even don't call you friends anymore. My dear awareness, awaken. That's called awakening. Awaken to your true self from this dreamlike phenomena world. Not only phenomena world, but also emotional world, mental world. Wake up. Is an eighth consciousness pure of observing wisdom, or the wisdom of equality? Good. So you have some study now. The wisdom of equality. So your question, isn't eighth consciousness pure of observing wisdom? So this eighth consciousness has infinite applications. It both has the power of observing and the wisdom of equality. Now you're observing me. You're listening to me. You can observe me. This image, this Chinese looking, this not very perfect English. And your surroundings, your body sensations, you're observing now. The Tathagata is the substratum behind this observing. It makes you observing and makes me talk. And every activities of nature, civilization, and so on. Wisdom of equality. Now, if you're a realizer, you realize the wisdom of equality, which is already there. So let's go on this awakening faith of Mahāyāna. The mind has two aspects. The mind, one is suchness, the absolute. I will call this is the absolute and the relative, or the mind as phenomena. Between them, there are two aspects, embrace all. There is the essential nature. So maybe I just paste here. We are in the middle of this, just give you, I paste here again. Between them, these two aspects embrace all there is. Yeah, there's only suchness, if you realize person, and the mind as phenomena, that the world you're seeing now. 真如门生灭门. The essential nature of mind is unborn, imperishable, beyond language. You see, differentiation arise through illusion. So you see me, you see your computer, you see your cell phone, your room. I see my room too, my cell phone, my coffee. This is the function of this suchness, or tathagata. It's like, again, the best metaphor could be a mirror and its reflections. Mirror reflects things. Now you are reflecting a world. Your awareness is a four-dimensional mirror, reflecting everything in this structure of space-time. Who is behind this creation and or production? Suchness. If you awaken them, there's no phenomenal world anymore. There's only suchness. Because the world you're projecting now is the application of suchness. Now this consciousness becomes pure now, undefiled. That's called wisdom. It's like Ouroboros doesn't interest or is not interested in the fireball or meatball anymore. I love meatballs. Okay. So it's like, after so many years playing Ouroboros, just like a dragon, like play a fireball, right? He plays with fireball, other things. After so many years playing, he's not interested in the fireball, big or small. Not interested. I'm interested in my own tail now. Okay, something like that. Then that's the time awakening of that dragon or you. Now you're most time before awakening, you're so interested in the contents of awareness, like a toddler's toy, a teenager's lover, adult's job or money, sex. You're so addicted even to something you love so much. As a family member or dad or parents, you're so in the relationships. You love your kids, you love your parents. I mean, it's okay, but it's all contents awareness. Okay. Now, if you're awakened person, you're aware of your awareness, then you're more. You kind of shift your attention from outgoing to inward going. I mean, going inwardly now. You're aware. You love yourself. You become Ouroboros. But there's no conflict of the contents of the awareness and the awareness itself. Now, because the awareness is embracing all the contents, right? So this love transcends from a conditioned love. Like if I love my parents only, I don't love every other parents anymore. I mean, I don't love them. They're different. But now if you transcend, if you're aware of your awareness, your love becomes unconditional. You love everyone. Do you follow? Because you notice everyone is one with you. You know, Tathagata Gaba, the substratum that underneath every existence, that's the transcendence I'm talking. That's the awakening. You awakened from contents awareness to the awareness itself. That's a quantum leap. You like quantum theory? I love quantum theory very much. Yeah. Hello, random kid. Oh, okay. Come on. That's my little kid. Okay, Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy. So we're talking about faith of awakening. Yeah, we're talking. Just make sure we're in the same page. Page here again. We are studying the mind. The mind has two aspects: suchness and the phenomena world. So I just talk about this again. The absolute reality is empty because from the beginning it has never been related to any defiled states of existence. You see, it's like the space is never be defined by any objects in space. Like, say, example, between the computer, the camera, and me, there's this space, right? Every space, actually. I just use my space now. If I put a cup between here, it temporarily occupies the space, but it never defied space. The space is always pure. I can use to coffee and replace it with a book. I can replace even dinosaur millions years ago, 100 millions ago. Okay, even there's a dinosaur walking between the space. The space never be defined or conditioned, by any object arising from it. It's the same thing. Your pure awareness is never defiled, conditioned by any thoughts, emotions, feelings, you name it. This is suchness. Suchness is not subject to anything, yet has the infinite potentials to manifest as anything and everyone. Do you follow? That's the suchness I'm talking about. All the samsaras or nirvanas are embedded this substratum of suchness. And there's no such thing as samsara and nirvana because now there's only suchness. You see, that's the total realization. It's like we are in a simulation right now. There's a huge simulator that creates you as that character and me as this character. We are playing in a simulation or dreamlike state. And that simulator or the absolute is perfect and complete. It's really absolutely 100% perfect and complete. Everything, as a human, as a tree of nature or animal of nature, as a plant, as a star, as a galaxy, is embedded or generated and destructed by this cosmic intelligence or suchness. Suchness is just a different term, you see. But once you know what this suchness mean, you're awakened. You still have power of differentiation. You can talk, you can walk, you can think, you can tell this is cup, this is a book. Definitely you have the differentiation power, but underneath all these differentiations, there's oneness, there's sameness, there's suchness. So suchness, so both the objects and space exist in this suchness. Okay, that's called suchness. Now you reach a non-duality or non-dual realization. There's only suchness. Suchness allows singularity, allows complexity. Suchness allows black and white, women and the gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, allows Americans and Afghanistans, Russian and Ukrainians. They allow all this to happen. There's no problem in the suchness. Only you identify that thing, then there's a problem. You generate a problem. You have this problem because you don't realize the totality yet. Do you follow? I like the idea that suchness is just a way of reality, but beyond any distinction, because distinctions aren't really real, in that we don't have authority to know what is happening here every moment. Yes, we are in suchness right now. We still have that power of distinction, but underneath your distinction or differentiation, you notice there's one thing universal. Again, use your own word, is singularity. You don't attach to the differentiation anymore. You don't attach to the complexity anymore. You don't attach to troubles anymore, because now there's wars, in the East, Middle East, right? So all the wars and conflicts, there's always problem. Once there's a human, there's problem. Trust me, okay? Because once there's a human, there's an awakened mind. Awakened mind is a potential problem, and is a problem maker. It also is a solution maker. Do you follow? Once there's a human mind manifest, there's a problem. Okay, especially when that mind is awakened, there's a problem. Trust me. Depends on the scale. Maybe a family level, but maybe a company level, maybe a national level. Make sense? So don't look at problem. Look at the substratum underneath that problem, that unifying the problems and non-problems. There's always beauties in life too, right? Beautiful flowers. Why you focus on that thing instead of this thing? It's your attention. Your attention creates your world. You see, if you focus on the book of this beautiful art of living, you're opening a book of beauty, compassion, love. If you open a book of hatred and all the dramas, you fall into that story of the book. Makes sense? If you focus on the news, of course that will disturbing you, unless you're stable enough. You're not disturbed. Avatar simulation idea of the existence. Yes, this spooky action at distance is very, very possible. I truly believe it. The wormholes, the wormholes. Now scientists have the concept of wormholes. Beyond speed of light, everything you can transport or travel to another galaxy, right? How could it be? Yes, I trust it, because now your belief Actually, it's all your belief. Do you believe or not? If you don't believe it, it won't happen to you. If you believe a very positive things will happen to you. You give the power of that generation. You believe bad things will happen to you, bad things will happen to you. You believe into truth, into existence. Imagine a red apple. Instantly, there's a red apple in your mind. You imagine it into existence. Make sense? Now, imagine a green apple. Instantly, that red apple changed to green apple. You imagine it into existence. That's the power of mind. In the reality, in the phenomenal world, there's no such thing as a red apple. I'm looking at this blue cup. Now I can visualize a red apple besides of all these things around me. That's how powerful your mind can be. Now imagine you are in heaven. Instantly you are in heaven. You create heaven by your mind. And your belief if your belief and imaginations are based on the truth, then it's a total different story now. That's why we dig into this suchness. Like Thich Nhat Hanh, he said the ultimate enlightenment and ultimate ignorance are exactly the same thing. Yes. In the foreword to Shen Ying's commentary on the Sutra of Complete Enlightenment. Wow. You have a lot of studies, Gib. Good for you. Really good. Not only good for you. Once you're awakened, or if maybe you're already awakened, then all your light of consciousness will shine like a star in the universe, and you can benefit lots of people, lots of sentient beings. Trust me. That's why I say awakening is the highest service you can render. Trust me. Just trust me, okay? Or just think it may be possible. The highest service you can render to the humanity, to your friends, to your family, to a company, is to awaken. It's like a star. It's not only a star, it's a supernova. Even at the time of death of the supernova, it releases all these, dust and elements to the whole entire universe. From light years away, you can see it. Its luminosity so big. Do you know what I'm saying? You could be that supernova. That's how valuable you are, my dear awareness. You're gonna release all your energy. First of all, you can download all the energy, information, matter from this cosmic convergence, and then release it as a form, as a name, as an action, as a language, as a feelings, emotions, as anything you could be in your specific way, and serve to everything, everyone around you. Even far away from you, that's wormholes. The spooky action at a distance, we are entangled, right? We are entangled, and your entanglement can travel faster than speed of light. That's the wormhole, how the wormhole works. Yeah, transportation, right? Teleportation, yeah. Ultimate enlightenment, ultimate ignorance are exactly the same. It's same where is the same? You are you are tossing the ball, which one you're gonna toss. Which pill you're gonna take, the blue pill or the red pill, like the Neo in the Matrix. It's your decision. It's your time to awaken. This ignorance and enlightenment happens in you, the awareness, okay? Nothing or no one else. You are responsible for your own awakening. No one can help you. Not your parents. Not your partner. Definitely not your kids. Not your best friend. No, they cannot. Not your master. Even master cannot help you. If Buddha is standing in front of you, even not Buddha can help you. Even Jesus Christ standing in front of you, he cannot help you, because only you awareness can looking back to your own self, like Ouroboros biting his own tail. That's the second half circle of consciousness I've talked about, right? You have made that action or interesting. You're interesting yourself now. There's only you. There's only us. There's only I. There's no such thing as Gib and me and Kirsten. We are in different forms, yet there's only awareness. There's only consciousness, or let's say there's only suchness. You awaken to your totality. You awakened to your simplicity. You awaken to your singularity. You awakened to your luminosity. Luminosity, I like to use this term because it's like diamond, okay? A diamond is kind of luminous. It can reflect lights, right? I went to the Fifth Avenue of the New York to buy the marriage ring for my wife around 20 years ago. So I noticed, wow, the diamond has a lot of, the clarity of diamonds. Maybe if one is more clear or less defilements in this one, maybe this one is more expensive than that one who is more defilements or impure. And if it's bigger than this one, it's if the diamond more A will be more expensive. The purity, the clarity, the size of that diamond is, the basic attributes, right? So determines this purity, size, and clarity determines how valuable this diamond is. I'm not talking the diamonds in the shops in the or Fifth Avenue of New York. I'm talking about you now. You are a diamond. Do you notice? Are you clear? Are you pure? Are you great? How valuable you are. Are you luminous? Can you purely reflect everything outside you and inside you as a diamond should be? Vajrayana, the Buddhism, the lineage of Vajrayana. Vajra means Vajra. You see, this is Vajra, diamond, unbreakable. So this is metaphor that using diamond as the most unbreakable element on the planet Earth. It can break anything. Your wisdom can break everything. So in this context, your wisdom can break any ignorance. That's the Vajrana mean, a diamond. You are the diamond right now. You can break any troubles, any disruptions, any ignorance of your life. If you realize your true self, if you're living in the suchness. Subliminal has a is the awareness still there even if you had an accident and are unconscious, or if you have surgery at the moment? So, very good. So basically you are talking about unconscious, right? By accident or like a deep sleep. So my realization up to now okay, you fall back to the unmanifest, which is infinite potentials, which has infinite potentials. So your five senses are not working. In deep sleep, our mind, let's say sleep without dream, you're not dreaming, okay? So in a deep sleep without dreaming, all your six senses plus mind back to its source, unmanifested, but you're not dead. So it applies to accidents too. You're not dead. You just back to that infinite potentials. So in this understanding, we have everyone has a temporary death every night in deep sleep. You are no one. You are not dad, mom, kids. I mean, child of your parents. You're not doctor, professor, engineer, musician, or acupuncturist. We play no roles in that state of pure awareness. Yet when you wake up one day, the second day in the morning, everything back to you. So it's just different states of the suchness. Let's say that, okay? There's a different states of suchness. In Buddhism, we have term nirvana, right? So you can consciously go back to that source and doing nothing. That's really sleep well doing nothing. This is not only sleep quietly. That's sleep quietly doing nothing. But you're not dead. You see, you can. Anyway, it's just open topic, right? So you can choose when or where to manifest at that infinite potentials. When time arrives, when conditions arrive, you become a human body again. Anyway, it's beyond our imagination. But let's make it open. Maybe it's possible. If you think it's possible, maybe it happened to you. You see, if you imagine beautiful things may happen to you, just imagine. There's no problem, right? If you imagine bad things will happen to you, that sucks. So use the mind to serve you then. Thank you, Don. Yes, for all the luminous wisdom, you are the wisdom now. You are the wisdoms that looking to your own wisdoms. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just a reminder. Hey. If I understand correctly, we are immortal in the sense that spirit pure awareness transcends our humanness. Yes, you are the timeless in time now. In deep sleep, you are the timeless, not in time. You see, I use timeless and time. So timeless is not the infinite stretchings of time. Okay, timeless is beyond time. So I use the plane. So there's this horizontal plane here. So everything in this plane of time, you can stretch all this plane to infinite big, right? That's the stretching of plane or time. But on top of this, there's another plane. No matter how it stretches, this plane A, it can never meet plane B here. So in this perception, this area or plane transcends plane A. So here is timeless, here is time. No matter how time stretches, it never meets timeless. That's the best metaphor in geometry I can use now. We have to use a concept we understand. But this concept is not complete either. Time is our projection. Time is the projection or perception of thinking. Your mind thinks there's this moment, there's this moment, there's this moment. But in suchness is always in eternal now. There's no time and space. But the timeless and spaceless allows every time and space to emerge. You name it. You can stretch back to Big Bang. Maybe there's a previous Big Bang, another Big Bang. You know, who knows? Just let it open for you. You don't need to figure out now. And there's maybe multiple universe, right? Multiverse instead of this only universe. And when and where it happens, all in your mind right now. The wormholes, the black holes, the white holes, the galaxies are all in your mind. Unfortunately, I was only a few times present in my days because I didn't watch your live stream. What should I do? Few times present in my days. So watch my. You can go back to my YouTube. It's always online. So yeah, it's recorded. So thank for the technology. Thank for the YouTube. The recordings of the lessons are available. Yes, you see, Kristen, you're even faster than me. If you go live, you can see all the recordings. Yeah. So online has more this. You can ask your questions, but you can also watch my recording too. You can start from meditation. Sit quietly, doing nothing. Shamatha first. As language, you say shamatha first, but you have to slow down the monkey mind to the first jhana, to allow some gaps between your thoughts. Now, and you may study yourself. In the gaps of each thought or thinking, you have gap to be aware that you are aware. That's the only thing. So the awareness is not subject to thinking or non-thinking, but we need some gap of the thinking to be aware that I'm aware. So the more you can do this, the more you you're present. You notice the awareness is behind every move, activity, thinking, doing, washing, talking, thinking, walking. So it's behind every activity. That's where you need practice. Be more aware, or we may call mindfulness. You're brushing your teeth. You're washing your hands. You're cooking your dishes. Awareness never leaves you, right? As Jesus never leaves you too. Maybe it's the same thing. Oh, funny. Okay, I think that's all for today. Any more questions? God told me via my mom when I asked her what I should do, just sit still, do nothing, and feel everything that you feel inside of you. You will feel a lot. Yes. True communication starts from how to be silent, how to be the pure observer. We are in the kingdom of God right now. Do you realize it or no? It's all subject, it's all up to you. You see? Okay, my dear Dharma friend, or my dear awareness, time to wake up or spend some time and energy in awakening. Awakening is the highest service you can render to your family, to your friends, to a company, and to yourself too. See you tomorrow, maybe at noon. Yeah. Thank you. Bye now.